Hi all. In today's video, we'll cover one of the most important components of my swing trading strategy, the lateral consolidation pattern. This is the core setup I personally use and recommend to members of my group for trading breakouts. We'll break down what a lateral consolidation pattern is, how to identify it, why it offers low-risk, high-quality opportunities, and how to trade it profitably. Before we get into the pattern itself, it's important to emphasize a foundational principle of trading. Mastery comes from focus. When you step into the world of trading, you're immediately exposed to thousands of variables: technicals, indicators, fundamentals, market direction, macro factors, setups, risk, reward, position sizing, and much more. Trying to learn and apply everything at once is the fastest way to get overwhelmed and inconsistent. In swing trading, the goal should be to simplify. Use one scanner, trade one time frame, focus on one type of price action, and execute one well-defined pattern. Becoming exceptional at a single setup is far more rewarding than being a jack of all trades, which often leads to average or worse results. This rule is especially critical for new traders. Focus makes the process manageable, repeatable, and enjoyable, and over time far more profitable. As Bruce Lee famously said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." Be that trader. Practice one step until execution becomes second nature. That's how you build a solid foundation for long-term profitability. Moving on to the lateral consolidation pattern, I look at this pattern on a weekly time frame because the slower moving weekly charts work in tandem with the slower evolving fundamentals of a stock. The candles on the weekly time frame are more meaningful because the story written within a weekly candle has more meaning than a daily candle, for instance. There is more volume and therefore more strength in their conclusion. Having said that, the lateral consolidation pattern also works on the daily time frame when it meets all the criteria we'll be discussing in the video. To find stocks forming a lateral consolidation setup, you can use charting platforms that allow screening based on specific technical criteria. Alternatively, you can use our scanner, which is designed to automatically identify lateral consolidations and breakouts. This eliminates the need to manually sift through thousands of charts. The setups come to you. In addition, the platform includes a proprietary ranking system that helps separate high-quality stocks from weaker ones, along with the ability to track key fundamental data in one place. You can join the group and access the scanner using the link in the description below. You'll also receive my strategy PDF free of charge, which outlines the trading framework I've developed and refined over decades of trading experience. Moving on, the pattern is preceded by a trend, which you can identify using the 20-week moving average. Price trading above the 20-week moving average is a prerequisite for a trending stock. On the daily time frame, this will be the 100-day moving average. After an up move, we look for a calming of price action, where the market begins to trade within a well-defined range. This phase is characterized by candles repeatedly touching or closing near parallel levels, indicating a temporary balance between buyers and sellers. Such price action can be neatly contained within a rectangle pattern. The support and resistance levels should be drawn through the maximum number of touches or closes, not the extremes. The level with the highest number of occurrences forms support, while the upper boundary forms resistance. In many cases, drawing these levels using closing prices rather than wicks provides the most accurate structure. This represents the ideal setup and allows you to extract the highest quality signals from the pattern. I prefer a minimum of 6 weeks of consolidation for the pattern. The longer it is, the better it is. Next, we evaluate the depth of the consolidation. This pattern works best when the pullback is shallow and controlled. If the consolidation becomes too deep, around 20% or more, it's usually better to skip the setup and look for other stocks that are consolidating within a tighter, more orderly range. Always look for clean consolidations and skip consolidations in which the price action is all over the place. Another critical factor to monitor as the pattern develops is the volume behavior. Volumes should expand during the prior uptrend and may remain elevated in the early stages of the consolidation. However, as the pattern matures, volume should gradually contract, particularly on down days or down weeks. This decline in volume signals that selling pressure is being absorbed and exhausted. When supply dries up, it takes only modest institutional buying to trigger a decisive breakout. Now that you've got the structure, let's move to the most important part, taking trades in the pattern. The catalyst for entry in the lateral consolidation is when the price breaks the resistance and closes above it. The entry would be at the open of the following week, a nominal amount above the closing price of the breakout candle. There are other entry criteria that should be satisfied for a reliable entry in the setup. Firstly, the breakout candle should be at least a 10-week high based on closing prices. Second, the breakout candle should be greater than 5% and less than 20% of the previous week's closing price. Third, the consolidation structure must allow for a sensible stop loss percentage-wise, which we discuss next. And fourth, the volume in the breakout week should be higher than the prior week's volume. Again, more is better. For trading on the daily time frame, all the rules will be the same, except you will have to be careful with days when the stock closes above the resistance on the daily time frame, but comes back below it by the end of the week. This happens quite a lot, which is another reason why I prefer a weekly time frame. Let's now discuss the placement of the stop loss. We enter the trade with the initial hard stop loss to control the risk. To place that stop, we split the consolidation box into 3 portions: upper, middle, and lower. The upper and lower portions are ignored. The upper is too early and has a higher probability of taking out our stop and bouncing back up. The lower portion is too late and is at risk of increased selling action, slippage, and the possibility of a gap down. We place the stop loss in the middle portion, usually the lower part of that portion. A stop loss should ideally be less than 15% range from your entry. If stop loss risk moves beyond that point, I tend to reduce position size to allow for higher stop loss risk, although they are in the minority. It is advisable to adjust the position size to ensure that you do not risk more than 2% of your account on a single trade, although I generally range between 1 and 1.5% as a maximum. Controlling risk should be the top priority in stock trading. For trade management, after the trade progresses in our direction, I suggest you watch this video on the channel, which outlines my exit strategy, along with the exit strategies of other highly successful traders. Let's now see a couple of examples of the lateral consolidation pattern in action. Here is NVIDIA's chart from 2023 to 2024. The stock trended strongly from $10 to close to $50. It then took a breather in this lateral consolidation. This is a 24-week consolidation with a depth of 20%. The most occurrences for the resistance line in this case were around the $50 levels in consolidation. The breakout happened this week, and the entry would have happened at the open of next week at around $55, which was at the same level as the previous week's close. The stop loss could have been placed here using the previous 9 weeks of consolidation. Remember, we only need a minimum 6 weeks of consolidation to determine it as a candidate. We could have extended the consolidation range to around 30 weeks, but in doing so, the range would have been wider, resulting in a higher stop loss percentage. The trade met all the entry conditions. It had a base depth of less than 20%. The breakout candle was at least a 10-week high based on closing prices. The breakout candle was greater than 5% and less than 20% of the previous week's closing price. And the volume in the breakout week was at least 30% higher than the prior week's volume. This brings us back to the foundational concept of the consolidation pattern, It provides rationale for a stop loss, which provides the platform for multiple reward on risk. Here is another example of Comfort Systems USA, ticker FIX, from August 2025. In this tight 10% lateral consolidation range, the resistance line could be drawn somewhere here at $715. The breakout happens here, meeting all entry conditions for the week. The entry would have happened at the open of this week near $758, and the stop loss here for around an 8% risk. Again, providing the platform for a low risk-to-reward opportunity. Despite the consolidation pattern providing logical rationale, it will not offer certainty, and the same is true for any pattern in trading. Trading is a game of probabilities. We can do all we can to move the chances of success into our favor, but ultimately anything can happen. You can be wrong just as often as you are right, and in many cases you will be wrong more often than not, just as I am. The key is to have controlled risk in readiness for any eventuality, coupled with a repeatable process in which time and frequency will allow for positive expectancy to emerge. Check out these two videos for more on probability and positive expectancy. They will be far more meaningful to you than any pattern or setup will ever be. As always, thanks for watching, and please do consider subscribing for similar content, or even consider joining our group using the links below, where you can harness the power of our community and tools. See you soon.